How's it going, everyone? Liam Catterson here. This is Dollhouse. We're on episode number 3 of season 1, which is called Stage Fright. And yeah, really excited. I mean, we've only had 2 episodes, but they have been really juicy so far, with the first episode introducing us to some crazy concepts. And the second one, touching up upon that a little bit, but it was pretty much hectic for Echo during the last episode with her being on the run by a guy who chose a fake alias who is potentially connected with Alpha, as we got a shed load of information regarding him in the last episode. But yeah, I'm really excited to continue this story because these last 2 episodes have been pretty interesting. So with that said, let's get into episode number 3 of Dollhouse. Let's go. She can obviously get through that cage. That would be a lousy prison. Rock it, girl! Rock it! Oh shit! Oh shit! Don't say it, Liam. Don't say it. Don't say it. This girl is on fire. I'm horrible. I'm a horrible human being.
I want you to get hurt. You're my friend.
Oh.
Friends help each other out. Yes, they do.
And she was there for you. Awesome.
And do keep a close eye. Someone else is watching.
Someone always is.
That's true. Well, Dr. Saunders has every reason to be concerned.
Did you forget your key again?
Oh, it's Lasagna Girl.
I still comes by my work, it bothers me, and my bosses get very mad.
At Old Navy?
You give him card.
Bye.
No lasagna for you, Sousa.
You both disapprove of everything. You're gonna get married and have scowly babies.
Don't be
Ship,
an idiot.
ship.
Not to stress. We're sending him back up anyway.
Oh? Jiaying! Awesome!
Would you please
I know
have a
it's
seat?
Sierra, but like I have to.
Is it always this crazy? Okay, stop! Stop!
Uh-oh.
Who's eating a mint?
Uh-oh.
Somebody is eating a mint! Okay, I can't breathe.
And I think we're done here. Raina, darling, let's get you over to the
It's
venue.
only a mint!
Yes, indeed.
Hey, now that you're done flashing everybody, you want to roll with me to sound check?
Oh god.
We can go.
We come up with anything new, the first thing we do is destroy, manipulate, control. It's human nature.
Nail on the head. That's a pretty nice
People are mostly crap.
analogy.
I don't think there's a dollhouse.
I think you know someone. Hello, Victor.
Ooh!
How are you feeling?
Did I fall asleep?
So you were saying about Dollhouse? Oh my god! Yeah, that is a really like genius invention. A sword, not a sword. It's like that. It's a sword, but it's also a gun.
He's your #1 fan.
Why do you always try to hurt me?
Be a saint.
I think Sierra looks adorable, okay? Especially with the glasses on.
Hey, you have no idea how much.
If she wanted you to
So, yeah,
take
she's
off
a
your
bit
clothes and run down the street right
titled.
now, just for kicks, would you do it?
With or without my undies?
Jesus. Raising the stakes. Oh, whoa. That guy was innocent. Ow!
You want to mess with the Borodins?
Actually, I didn't.
Ah, dang it. Oh no! Damn, that's badass despite being shot.
What do you know about the dollhouse?
I don't know what you're talking about.
No one ever does.
Nope. Might want to get that checked out.
What happened to the previous Sierra?
She got the job done.
Hmm. So it's like a title that gets passed down.
You're a background singer. A wannabe. A nothing.
Bitch, she helps you!
3 minutes.
Showtime. The biggest show ever.
Look, it's great that you can, like, there is a limit, and this guy's obviously way past that line. There we go.
Raina, get down!
See, I'm not crazy, I'm not crazy!
He'd love to see me die. 80 years old, they'd be talking about tonight. They was there when?
I mean, she's got a point, to be fair.
God put this voice in me and forgot to make it mine. I don't feel it
Obligations, jobs, she feels like
for a long while.
she's been whipped 24/7.
But I know he's out there. The Reaper.
Think you hear yourself just fine? Maybe you want to listen to someone else, like,
It's
say,
not the
Ever.
answer, though, just
You don't
awaiting
like your
death.
life? Change
They
it.
won't let me.
You make them let you.
Get your scrawny ass out of my space before...
You can fire me, but bitch, don't think you can take me.
Oh!
Fun with your family.
Oh boy, that quote, like, woo! No, she's gonna. Ah, no! Doesn't like the fact that she's the number one. Leave her alone. She's adorable.
You did this.
Oh boy. Oh, shh. That was not the right reaction to have, dude. As Echo to just beat this creep to death. Now my heart's broken. Like,
And you will help this girl.
What makes
Echo.
you think?
ooh!
Friends help each other out.
One of us is a genius, and the other is a security guard in a very lovely suit.
All right, genius. Tell me why Echo kidnapped the girl you programmed her to protect and bring her to the man who's trying to kill her.
Wow. That does sound kind of bad.
Yes.
She wants to die, and you want to kill her. So basically, nobody wants Rena to make it to tomorrow.
I do.
Oh, she's adorable. She's got a plan cooked up.
I have a clear shot. We're ready to eliminate the threat. Ma'am?
Not just yet.
She wants to see where this goes, because she's playing the long game. I know Echo's got a plan.
Please, he's crazy.
I guess it's not love after all. I'll let her go. You don't want to die. You don't want her dead. This is way too confusing.
Yeah. Oh! Yeah, she's got a rope. And there we go. See, wait and see. We don't jump to conclusions straight away.
Off on her.
Who the hell are you?
Oh, no.
Audra, time for your treatment.
What's wrong with him?
Are you ready for your treatment?
He's got his balls.
That guy's ass first?
Yeah.
I will seriously consider it.
She's a risk, an
Oh.
increasing risk.
She prevented Raina from ever being a danger to herself in the future. Echo took the missing parameter.
And did even better.
Exactly.
She seems to have the ability to think outside of the pieces that we give her and create.
She had an authentic mindset in
problem.
Yeah.
Impressive.
Story. Each day when the sun
Oh, she's
shines
come
upon my eyes,
to look out for him.
fills me with love, makes me feel alive. I'm saving it up. Freedom is all we need to heal the pain of his story.
That's Grumpy Gut's fault. I like how that song closed things out, but that was pretty impressive. And I do kind of get like why Dr. Saunders, for example, is a bit cautious about how Echo was able to think outside the box and not only protected Raina from creepy psychopath, but also from herself, because she was welcoming death. However, because of Echo's actions and because of what Echo did, she managed to basically kill two birds with one stone. So yeah, that was a stellar episode. I really loved how this episode like it really got in there in terms of the of quality. I just really enjoyed how deep it got, and some of the nice little touches. Like, now that we know Raina's story during this episode, you kind of look back at the first scene where she was escaping that cage, and like, we didn't know it at the time, but it was a nice metaphor to symbolize what she yearns for. So I really liked that touch. But yeah, this episode was really great stuff to see, because there was some twists, like Victor, for example. I think that's what he's called. But also, like I said, how deep this episode got for Raina and her situation. And I also really love the fact that the songs are not just random; they have meaning. Like, her Freedom song was symbolizing her being able to finally loosen herself from the shackle that she was binded by, thanks to Echo. But also, which I guess that kind of resonates to the actives as well, like in their current form as well, because they are free basically from the personalities of who they were assigned to, in a sense. Like they are not constrained by a personality. They are back to their free selves. So yeah, but of course the main purpose was to symbolize her own freedom. And there was that song where she was essentially goading her stalker to kill her. I really liked that touch, though, that they did, where it was different to just the crazy stalker is after this famous person who's completely oblivious. The famous person acknowledged that she was being stalked by this crazy person, and she was encouraging it, because she longed for that release. She wanted death. So yeah, it was pretty concerning. And then she got into her reasoning in what I thought was the best scene of the episode, and your heart kind of does break for her in a way. Of course, it's not the answer, and it's not something you would be like, okay, well, yeah, go ahead with your death wish plan, etc. But it is sad. It's heartbreaking, and you just hope for the best for Raina, that there is some sunshine in this rainy situation. See, Raina, right? I get it, Liam. Good job. Anyways, no, but I'll get onto that in a minute, because I want to go deep there. But yeah, I liked this episode. It was pretty great. Sierra was bloody adorable. I liked that. Like, I liked the idea where she had to be a fan because the dollhouse was basically offering the bodyguard, but they tried to steer away from that for Raina's sake. So without this feeling, they made it make sense that, oh, well, she's your number one fan. So yeah, whilst Echo was partnered with Raina throughout her tours and whatnot. So yeah. And Echo, yeah, she's becoming a bit more of a risk, which is very, very juicy because she was able to think outside the box, which I thought she was going to lure the stalker to what he yearns for the most, and she was going to pull out a nice trick out of the hat. And that she did. Although I didn't think it would cause alarm bells to ring at Dollhouse. And I'm glad that Miss DeWitt was understanding and wanted to see where this would go. And it went successfully. So yeah. But it has caused alarm bells to ring to a few people at Dollhouse, especially Dr. Saunders, who sees there's remnants of Alpha to Echo. So yeah. As well as the memory slippages that we saw towards the end of the episode as well. Like, they don't know that, but it's more it's more concerning, isn't it? To add to what's going through their heads at Dollhouse, those who are concerned for Echo's well-being. So, yeah, it'll be very interesting to see how that does, play along for future episodes. But yeah, it was a really solid episode. Like I said, I really liked how deep this episode went into how deep it went thought wise, like how fame and fortune does not equal success. And I think it's very interesting that the life that Raina paints kind of bears similarities to an active, because like you said, you are like with her song Freedom, that can kind of resonate to the actives. Same with her life in a way. It's like tennis, isn't it? So Raina offers something that is comparative to the active situation. Yeah, it bounces really, really well because she has been shackled. She's been shackled and she wants that freedom, and that's the same thing with the actors at the end of the day, and especially with the fact that Raina's life has to cater to people. This case being, I guess, her manager, because that's the person she's like lashing out against the most, but of course her fans as well. But she's longing for this freedom. She is no longer who she like, she doesn't recognize herself because this is her life. She has been orchestrated to be this sensation, this person that everyone wants, and not her, and there's hardly that time for her to be herself. So yeah, I think there is a nice comparison to that life and the life of an active, and I think that was very deliberate. Yeah, I think the scene where she confessed to wanting to die and she said things like, God gave me this voice but forgot how to make it mine, I think it works so well, like with Raina feeling lost. And I think that this is what I was talking about with the best scene in the episode, where she got everything off her chest and how she planned, she yearned for death. She was like, oh, the Reaper is coming, and she welcomed it. Like, it was very scary. But for me, it speaks a lot with the humanization for Raina. Because initially, at the start of this episode, I thought that Raina was entitled. But there's all of this pressure and this yearning for freedom, this yearning to be who to be herself. But she can't access that life. So it's putting stress and pressure. And I really loved the scene where Echo got bollocked basically for when she said, "What have you got to be sad about?" Because, like I said, fame and fortune is not always equal to success. You just got to think of stars like Robin Williams, for example, who, before he took his own life, went through depression. And you wouldn't think it with how much of a bright, like with how happy he made the world with his enthusiasm and his talents. And of course, you could be tapping into Echo's mindset by saying, "What have you got to be sad about?" But inside your head, it could be a real war zone, like it was for poor Robin. And yeah, it can take a toll on you, like when certain things just fall apart, like Raina's, for example, where she yearns for that freedom, she yearns to be who she wants to be. But yeah, so yeah, I think that was the best scene with how with how it showed how damaged this icon was. She feels lost. Well, she is lost in her mind. But yeah, it was really, really well done. And then we got a bit of Ballard as well. I think that's his name. Yeah, the only person in the FBI who thinks Dollhouse is real. And I am really in Victor though. Hoi. So he's an active. And what's funny is I was making a little bit of a joke saying, you know what? Because he said, you know what? If Dollhouse is real, I'll sign up. Just to clear all my burdens away. And I was thinking, you know what? He could do so. Gets his memory wiped, and he suddenly encounters this person called Peggy Carter. So yeah, because I'm connecting the Whedonverse shows, okay? Like I'm connecting. Well, yeah. Was it done by Whedon? No, it wasn't created by Whedon, but it's still connected to Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., which is a Whedon product. So yeah. But no, I was connecting the dots there to because he's obviously in Agent Carter, so why not? And like I said, I keep calling Sierra Jiaying because that's who I know her famously for. I know her from The 100 as well, but Jiaying, without going into spoilers, plays a huge role in Agents than she does in The 100. He is Victor. Yeah. He's an active, so, and not just that though, it was a cool reveal, but it seems to suggest he's trying to throw off the scent for that FBI agent because they were getting a bit paranoid. I think it was last episode. But yeah, that was a very, very interesting reveal, as well as the idea that the only person that he can talk to, because nobody else is giving him an inch to listen to, is an active. So it's an interesting thing to implement, as well as I'm very interested to see where his relationship goes. I mean, pending he survives from that shot, which he will, but yeah, I am interested to see how his that relationship with his neighbor goes. I also liked how he was adamant on Dollhouse. There was a really great quote that he used, because he was adamant on Dollhouse's existence, and he said, "We split the atom, we make the bomb." I thought that was a really great line. But yeah, this was a stellar episode. Like I said, I really loved how deep it went into mental health issues, like at times, like with how broken Raina felt herself because she was shackled, and how like, I don't know, how it teased some really, really great things with Echo thinking outside the box, as well. Like I said, there's some cool reveals, such as Victor being an active. So yeah, just watch when Dollhouse does end. Victor will be assigned to be Daniel, this person called Daniel. Daniel Souza. Yes. But no. that was Dollhouse episode 3. I'm really enjoying this. The more I keep watching the show, the more gratifying it is to watch. So, and this episode was totally no exception, especially with how thoughtful it was and how intense it became. So yeah, but yeah, another solid episode for Dollhouse. But yeah, I will see you guys next time. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. You can check my videos on the right if you want to check out more of my content. You can also subscribe to my Media Beats channel if you want to. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. Hope you guys take care, and I will see you guys next time. Toodles!